Hey guys! So today we are going to do the yearly roundup of favorites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of break it up into pieces just so it's not incredibly long, just because sometimes you just ain't got time for that. The rest of the videos will be going up later this week, so keep your eyes out for that. But today we're going to be doing face products, because that's where I start, you know? Alright, so first favorites of the year are going to be my primers that I used. So I was totally on the bandwagon with the Nivea Post Shave Balm, the sensitive one. Um, this is a really awesome primer. I find that if I go a couple weeks without using it, it works better again. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, it works and then it doesn't. In some foundations, it works better with than others. And, you know, etc., etc. But it is awesome. And it is in this favorites because this was my #1 all year. I used this from the moment I found out about it, like almost every single day after that. So that had to make the favorites because I used it so much. The next one is going to be the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. Is this one here. And this one, honestly, like, it kind of helps with my shine. I am extremely oily, as you know, and shine is, you know, something that I get no matter what foundation, no matter what, anything. But this keeps it to, like, somewhat of a minimum. Like, the days that I don't use this, it is so much worse. So, I actually really do like this because it works well. Next up is going to be my favorite foundations of the year. This got narrowed down to what I use the absolute most. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I've only been using this for a few months, but it has been like my ride or die since I found it. This does not break apart in a weird way on my face. I don't feel like my face is melting off. I get dewy, but my face does not melt off. And the other one is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I am a huge fan of this. I think this was in my favorites last year. It's just a really good foundation. No, this does not last me, you know, 12 to 14 hours, which is usually how long I end up wearing my makeup. But most foundations don't. But I really like the finish of this one. I think it is gorgeous. And, I mean, it's drugstore. Alright, so next up is going to be powders. So my favorite powder, this was probably my favorites last year, once again, it is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, just the regular one. And this is my second one. I'm hitting pan on it already, which is really, really disappointing because I've only had it for like a couple months. But that's how much I use this. Honestly, I just replaced it and I'm already hitting pan. That tells you, like, I love this powder. I set my under eyes with it almost every day. It's awesome. Next powder that I found that I really liked was the Maybelline Better Skin. It's kind of like a foundation powder. I honestly really like this for when I am wearing like a CC cream and just want a little bit more coverage somewhere. I will throw this on top and boom, set to go. Next up, we have concealers. So the one I used almost all year was the SEPHORA Bright Future Gel Serum concealer. Mine is in the shade Parfait, and I really like this. Like, I think it's a fantastic concealer. Honestly, I really just didn't have a problem with it this year. I mean, this is probably, oh yeah, we're like reaching bottom of the barrel here. I wasn't fond of the applicator because it didn't like really sweep across very well, but I got really used to just kind of dotting it on, so that worked just fine. Yeah, this is like toast. We're very, very near the end of using this, to be honest, but this was a fantastic concealer. I really, really enjoyed using it. Honestly, I've just been trying new things, and so that's why I haven't been using it recently. I will probably use this the rest of the way up because there's hardly anything left in there. The other one that I found, I've just been using it for the last month. And of course, it is the Tarte Shape Tape. You know, everybody's talking about it, which is why I'm sitting here kind of rolling my eyes. This has been like social media's obsession. It totally sold out. It came back in stores and, you know, it came online. It sold out again. It came back online. Like, yeah. This stuff's amazing. I'm sorry. I fell into the hype. I had to try it, and I tried it, and I love this. It is gorgeous. I mean, I put it on and it blends out like a dream, and it doesn't like go into my, it doesn't crease. I mean, granted, I set everything, but like I said, oily grease ball, I have to set everything no matter what. So I set this, and it's just beautiful all day long, and the coverage is amazing. I don't even really need a corrector when I wear this because it just covers everything. It is beautiful. I love this. So I'm just going to go in order here for the rest of my face products. There's only a few more to go, so hang in there. This year was a year of the butter bronzer for me. I'm a big fan of Physicians Formula bronzers, but this one, oh my gosh. One, it smells like sunscreen, kind of like a pina colada type scent, which, I'll be honest, I love it. But, oh my gosh, this bronzer for fair skin, holy cow, like, I have barely dented this. Like, and that's using it every day. It's it's gorgeous. I've been using this for 6 months of the year. And I mean, it's one of those, like, you barely even see it on my skin. Like, you can't even see what I've swatched. Yeah, you really can't even see, like, what I've swatched there. But, seriously, it's just the most gorgeous, natural bronzer. And I mean, I use this as my contour. You can see my contour. And I use it as my bronzer. It's just beautiful. Like this. This was my Ride or Die last year. Still is this year. I love it. I mean, fantastic palette. But this has taken like the #1 spot. And that's saying a lot. Alright, so next up we have blush. I have 2 blushes to show you. This is me narrowing it down. I really tried. I tried to find the best of the best, the things that I used the absolute most this year. So, the blush I reached for the absolute most, freaking Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Rose Champagne. It is so beautiful. I know you guys have heard me rave about this. There is a reason that I have raved about this. Like, it is just the most natural, beautiful shade. Like, oh, it's beautiful. It's the one I'm wearing today. I love this color. I love the way it blends out. I love the way it looks on my skin. It's just a beautiful blush. And I have used this so much this year. The next one is a Tarte blush. Tarte came out with some new blushes this year, and I love their Amazonian clay blushes. Most of them are a little bit bright, and I usually end up buying the palettes around the holidays because you get so much for your money, and I love their blushes. But the ones I use the most are usually more neutrally toned or kind of mauve-y toned. So this is in the shade Sensual, which is just gorgeous. And it is just, I mean, these don't swatch worth a darn, but, like, it's just a gorgeous neutral blush shade. It looks so beautiful on the cheeks. Like, it just, swatching it does it no justice. The more nude blushes from Tarte are just absolutely amazing. All of them are amazing. I cannot recommend these enough. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love these. Okay, and saving one of my favorites for last, saving one of my favorites in my favorites video for last, highlights. You all know I love me some good highlight, like, yes, highlight. So I have a lot of highlights, and I had a lot of favorite highlights this year, so this was difficult for me. Very, very difficult for me. But I narrowed it down to 2. One single and one palette. But you guys will understand, and I'm sure you'll see one of them coming. But one of them is actually from Wet n Wild, which, whoa. This is the Precious Petals. I absolutely love this shade. It is actually the highlight that I am wearing today. Like, oh, do you see that highlight? Isn't it amazing? This color is kind of like, it's almost like a beigey pinky highlight. Absolutely gorgeous. It lasts all day. I love the Wet n Wild highlighting powders. They had the one that came out, the gold bar, for the holidays. That one is absolutely gorgeous as well. But this is the one I have reached for the most, even over the gold bar. So, I mean, just Like, do you see that? Do you see that? Like, oh, it's so pretty. So, this one I've reached for a ton because it is gorgeous. The next one is going to come as no surprise to any of my girls that are unicorn fans because it is the Moonchild palette, or as I like to refer to it, the unicorn palette. This has definitely been a favorite of mine. So yeah, y'all know I have tried to find like gorgeous dupes for these. Now, I have found some similar things, but nothing quite as beautiful as this palette. It's just gorgeous. I mean, y'all know the colors in this are amazing. So I had to include this in my favorites because I have honestly worn it a lot more than you would think that I could. Alright, so that is all my face products that were my favorites of 2016, narrowed down, of course, because I'm sure there's tons more. Stay tuned. I will be posting eyeshadows, lipsticks, skincare, random bits and bobs, like all those are coming your way this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!
You can see, like, I barely dent, oops. This weird little thing. Stay tuned, I will, and a skincare slash other random bits and bobs, like, you know, nail polish and stay tuned, and I will be, stay tuned, for later this week we are going